Play some Dokkan while I'm waiting.
Okay, why is my phone? Come on, phone. You cockamamie son of a bitch. There you go. All right, here we go. Well, what's up, my Super Saiyan Blues? How are y'all doing tonight? AJ here, and we're having another stream with the boys. We got the editor, the chief, the man, Braun Strowman, as Danny Geekdom calls him, Phoenix. And also, we got the homie, the X-ray tech, the badass, Evan.
Hello.
Sounds so fancy when it's like, I'm an X-ray tech.
He does
Yeah, I don't-
radiological shit, bitches.
I'm not good with the technology with the computers. I just take pictures of people's bones.
I just take pictures of your bones, bitch.
You give them cancer. That's what you give them.
No.
All right, folks. As you know, this is a companion to the last stream we had with the boys when we talked about everything from Dragon Ball to the boys to Obi-Wan Kenobi to life in general, and if anything's on our nerves or grinds our gears, we talk about it. I did have something that I wanted to talk about, but I was informed that I should not talk about it, so I'm not going to talk about it.
I just said don't spend a lot of time on it. I didn't say you couldn't talk about it. I just suggested maybe not spend more than possibly 5 minutes on it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's been everywhere, and I think everybody's like. I'm not saying anything against
We'll
you,
talk
AJ.
about that later. Let's get on with the Dragon Ball. What's up, Rylan?
Okay.
All right, so
Hey,
we are going to talk first and foremost. Is there anything new about Dragon Ball Super Superhero other than the fact that it is out and we have to wait till fucking August still to watch it here?
The
Unless you
last
wanna do it
stream
legal-
we had,
illegal.
it wasn't even out. Like, it was like a few days from being out. Now it has been out in Japan for a few weeks now.
Yes. Okay. All right, so we've got nothing new on that then. All right then. So let's talk about chapter 85 of the Dragon Ball Super manga. I myself just got finished reading it right before we started the stream, and I want to get y'all's thoughts on it, and after y'all say what y'all think about it, I'm going to tell you what I think about it. So, whoever wants to go first, please go first, and then the next guy goes next.
I'm sure I'll run off on a tangent. Evan can start.
All right. Basically, I thought this chapter, like, it's not one of the best, but it's pretty mid. I'm just so sick. Like, Vegeta has done nothing with this new form outside of his initial fight with Granola. That, like, I mean, he's only used it twice, but he's lost both times with it. I thought the stuff with Alec was actually pretty good, with him, like, being a manipulative asshole to Gas. And then if Gas is gonna die the next chapter, I'm pretty sure, because of he's just rapidly aging. But I don't really mind that because it's one of the unique ways we've seen people die in Dragon Ball. So yeah. Oh, and then Goku using Ultra Instinct Omen and doing better against Gas than he did with Granola using the completed version of Ultra Instinct. It's power scaling in Super is such a fucking joke. It's like not even funny.
I can make that one make sense though.
Do it.
It's
So the concept with MUI is you had to pretty much be at a tranquil state of mind
Well,
to use
he
it at
actually
100%.
he actually states that. Let me go to the. I've got the chapter up right here. Give me a second.
Whip it out.
Give me a second.
Da-da-da.
I'll bring it to the screen so everybody can see it up on the screen. He actually states right here. He's transformed and says, "For that Ultra Instinct to work, I need my heart to be calm and tranquil. But in this form, I can put my emotions to work for me." And then he looks
Yeah.
at him like Bardock, and Gas is like, "Oh my God, it's Jesus!"
Yeah, so it makes sense because to use the perfected state, you have to be in this calm collected state of mind, and because he's not, he's interrupting the potential and the power output that it would give him. So he's decreasing its effectiveness. While in Omen, he gets the huge boost in power while be able to use it in his with his emotions. So he's basically, because his emotions are all over the state, he's dropped MUI to about the level of Omen purely because he can't focus.
But wasn't the whole point with the Omen version is that he's not hitting as hard as the completed version?
It was when he was learning it. I think now that we're past the Tournament of Power and Granola and stuff like that, I think Goku's going to be training. Okay, so he's going to be trying to learn the in and outs of each form.
But like, he doesn't need to be, if he's mastered Ultra Instinct, like, I get the whole thing with the emotions, but Ultra Instinct is supposed to be like flawless.
It is, except he hasn't mastered it to the state to where like Whis and them are at. So where even if he loses his emotions or gives into it, he's dropping out of the power percentage that can give it, that potential it can give him. So because he keeps dropping out of it, he hasn't perfected it. Whereas Omen's pretty much a perfected state for him. He can use it to its most potential even if his emotions are out of whack, which gives him better output. It's not that he's so much hitting harder, it's just he's being able to effectively use UI overall far better with Omen than he could with MUI, because he's losing all that speed, power, dodging ability simply because he won't focus.
Yep. Okay. As for my opinion, okay, of the chapter, I thought it was. I tend to agree with Evan on the Vegeta thing because this ultra ego is supposed to make him stronger. Like he says right here, where he's fighting Gas, he says, "I am no longer bound by limits," and then he charges at him and then basically falls on his face. You know, I don't like or understand the beat my ass, beat my ass, beat my ass, beat my ass, I get stronger, and then I don't do good. Like,
I think that's actually a unique ability. Like, I actually really like that a lot.
it would be unique if he actually caught a win from it.
Well, it's Vegeta. He's not going to be taking any serious W's because they have to hype up Goku.
And I totally believe that's a failure on the part of everybody at Dragon or in the Dragon Ball area, because yes, I understand it is the Goku show. I understand that, and so does everybody else. But
I don't think they all do.
If they weren't going to give him the win against Golden Frieza, then he's not going to be getting any big W's.
Well, he was going to get the win until Frieza decided he wanted to be a pussy and blow up the Earth.
To be fair, he did technically beat Frieza. He didn't kill Frieza.
Yeah,
though.
he was going to kill him. And then Frieza was like, I'm just going to blow up the Earth because fuck you.
Let me rephrase. He didn't get the kill on Frieza.
Okay.
Happy.
Yeah. But other than that, I do think the ending was stupid. This one right here where, let me get back to it. Where Alex says there won't be a next time for Gas, and in this panel, let me show the panel to everybody.
I say, don't you have a Viz account or something like that?
Yeah, and
it's free.
This panel right here, you see my cursor circling it. Supposedly he's getting older or something. I don't know, because Goku's like shocked down here and says, "What's up with your face?" And then Alex says, "I think you see what I mean." So I don't really understand that. Is he using his life force and becoming older because or something, or what's going on?
That's what it's implying.
He's clearly rapidly aging, so I think that's what Alec means when he said there's not going to be a next time for Gas, because
so what you're saying is essentially he's using up his life force to become stronger, and he's probably going to die from doing that, correct?
I don't understand how him getting older is going to make him stronger, though, because if he's getting like elderly, that's going to make him weaker and brittle.
You would think.
Maybe because he's converted into power, it's compensating for that brittle oldness.
Yeah, maybe. I don't like Alec personally. I think somebody needs to kill him.
He's more of a compelling villain than Reva.
Bruh. we'll talk about that when it comes time. Yeah. So we'll talk about Obi-Wan and Reva in a minute, okay? Don't go too far too fast yet, all right? I mean, that's basically, unless y'all got more to say on the manga, I'm done with it because I didn't particularly care for this chapter. I mean, it's Dragon Ball content. It's something to keep our minds freshly on Dragon Ball until we can see the movie and whatnot. But as like Evan said at the beginning, it was mid. It was a mid chapter.
I think the big takeaways from this is that this fight with Gas has been dragging on way too much. They need to quit.
To be over and let the two guys get to the big bad.
Yeah, if they're going to get, and this was the main thing with Vegeta. If you're going to give someone a new form, give them a big win with that form before you just have them job.
Well, exactly. I mean,
I told y'all,
who's been paying attention to the movie actually being out since it's been out, y'all know what happens in the movie if y'all seen the spoilers. I'm not gonna state what happens in the movie, but
I was about to bring that up.
Well, see,
because I told y'all this on the side.
Well, but like I was gonna say, going to what you were saying about giving somebody a new power and then letting them have a win, they essentially do that in this new movie with a certain character. We're not going to talk about it because we're going to pretend like nobody knows.
Yeah, and then they keep changing the rules of Ultra Instinct. So those are my big takeaways from this. It needs to either wrap up or they need to just they just need to wrap this fight up.
Exactly.
And
let's hear
bring
what
Granola back.
Got to say about it.
No, I agree. The chapter was average at best. The problem with UI is with the Moro arc, there was like, oh, he's perfected it, instead of explaining it more so, now he can go into the state at will. That's what he's mastered. It makes it seem like he had mastered the full ability and power with no drawbacks, and then they realized they fucked themselves.
Yeah, they wrote themselves in a corner, and they're like, how do we fix this?
They're backpedaling.
Yeah.
Instead of just going, oh, now he mastered the ability to use it, but he's still
weak compared to the other people who use it.
Yeah, they're not doing a good job at writing it out. A lot of these writers seem to have issues of not writing it to completion. With the Vegeta stuff, I think I don't hate what they do with it. The idea of Ego just taking an ass whooping like a berserker kind of state, and it gets stronger from it. The problem is Vegeta is always written to kind of sit on his ass too much with that power, and he thinks he's going to be okay. Yeah. And if you take it from a not hindsight of a story, Vegeta's also screwing himself by just taking an ass whooping and not realizing his body will play catch up eventually, and which is exactly what it did.
Yeah,
he didn't act on his ability fast enough, so now he
waited too long and his body couldn't handle no more.
Which is a writing problem from hindsight. They need to have him actually do something, and it's a character issue because he's not handling it correctly.
Absolutely.
Him using Omen instead of MUI, it worked for me. It made sense. If you can't utilize a higher power because of your own...
Jesus!
Yeah, if you can't use it properly, but you can use a lesser state to better efficiency, use the lower state with more efficiently.
And that's what he does.
I think they were trying to do like the same clever thing they did with the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue thing they did in the manga arc of the manga version of the Trunks arc, and then in the Tournament of Power. But I didn't think they did it as clever as they did in those instances.
Well, at least you're not comparing it to someone that was like, oh, him using Omen and Mastered's like switching between Super Saiyan 1 and 2. It makes no sense. And I'm like, it wouldn't make sense because both of those states are a set power level and both use the same emotion. So that's a stupid ass analogy. But as I said, 80%, man.
I digress.
80%, man. 80%.
Oh, I remember what he was going to rant about.
What?
What? is that people don't know how to read.
One, they don't know how to read,
Like,
and
it wouldn't make
two,
sense
we
because
both
those
still have
states
people
are
full
a
of
set power
pure
level,
and
Oh
both
my
use the
God.
same. It's not even. I saw someone have bad math when trying to use it. Okay, what they're talking about is I told them someone pissed me off about Piccolo,
Oh.
and it's because
Yeah.
got into a whole thread of people trying to fathomly go, Piccolo's only 4 years older than Gohan. Yeah, he is physically, like regardless
I
of how
thought
you.
Piccolo was only like maybe
Probably-
10 by now.
Well, no, he's only 4 years older than Gohan overall, because he does physically come out of the egg at the end of the Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo arc,
Oh, that's
and
true.
he's only like 3.5 when he fights Goku. But they don't understand, and it is in the manga. You just have to read. It states that
What's this reading?
Yeah, reading it.
There's a 5-year time skip between the end of the 23rd tournament and the start of the Saiyan arc.
Right, and
That's right, that's
by
right.
simple math, Piccolo is 3 facing Goku. 5 years would make him 8, but in between then, a year after their fight, Gohan's born. Gohan would be 4 because he says he's 4. Simple math still tells you he's only 4 years older. But again, math is hard. I get it. Math is hard for a lot of people, especially Dragon Ball fans. And it's irritating more because they're like, well, Piccolo's, how is he only so much a few years older than Gohan, but so much bigger? He's the same size as,
Because he's a slug man, you bitch.
well, one, yeah, alien. Secondly, they literally say in the manga that there's clearly 2 distinct type of clans on the Namekians, and then
There's
it's
the
a warrior.
fighter
Yeah, they even say,
and the mage.
and so how they work this out.
This man using gaming terms.
Yeah. Well,
You
so
know what the
when
fuck
Piccolo-
I mean?
I know what you mean.
when Goku goes and gets Dende to come back to Earth, they literally state he's a prodigy of the Dragon Clan. So there's a distinction right there that he's a member
Which
of
is the
different
mage clan, folks. Which is the mage clan.
Mori never says, "Oh, he's a prodigy of our entire species." He says our clan. That
Yeah.
distinctly signifies there are multiple clans. And then
Ooh.
when Frieza faces off with Nail and Guru, he even says he is our true warrior of our. He's our only true warrior. Warrior clan. Warrior clans aid physically faster to defend people.
I
That's
do
the-
want to talk about one thing. Everybody knows now that Piccolo has 2 new forms. Okay?
Yeah, and if you try to avoid that.
I wanna talk about the orange Piccolo. I don't know if y'all saw my tweet when I found out about it. I tweeted, geeked him, and I said, "The pickle is now a carrot." And he goes, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Come on, bro."
He's trying to be vague.
And I was like, so I texted him. I was like, "Piccolo turns orange. Is the pickle now a carrot?" And he goes, "Oh, I know what you mean." He goes, "No, I don't know what that is." But now he does know what it is. Okay, maybe one of you guys can explain to me how he got this ultimate Piccolo. Because, okay, now, okay, hear me out for a second. We know Gohan trained with the Supreme Kai in the Buu Saga and became Ultimate Gohan, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Now, there's a thing that I've been hearing since before the movie came out, and now especially since the movie came out and what happens to Gohan in the movie. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil anybody if they have not, if they're trying to stay away from stuff. Do y'all think with that thing that happens to Gohan at the end of the movie, do you think that is because when he trained with the Supreme Kai, he has a certain form of God Ki?
No.
No.
Isn't Supreme Kai a god though?
Yeah,
Would
but
he not
you had
have Supreme? And the great
They-
elder who was in the sword that gave his life, was he not a god also?
Yes, but that power unlocking was a a side like power he got from fusing with the witch.
Yeah, the magic he uses, that's an ability he got from the witch that fused with him.
Yeah, that's not something that has anything to do with God Ki.
And
I
also,
think-
he even says I unlocked his Gohan's own potential to its fullest. He didn't unlock some hidden God Ki within him. He didn't put anything in him. He just unlocked what Gohan already had.
Okay, well then, how did Piccolo get ultimate form if he didn't train with anybody?
He used the Dragon
Gohan.
Balls.
Yeah, he used the Dragon Balls.
Did he really? I must.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
he
missed
it's
that.
uses the Dragon Balls. He asks Dende, and then he goes to pick and then Dende's like, "Yeah, just use the dragon. I don't know how to unlock people's power yet." And then he
okay.
goes to the dragon. The dragon unlocks his power. That's how Ultimate Piccolo comes in.
Okay.
But I think the dragon says that he gave Piccolo a
gives
little
him
something
little
extra, and that's where Orange Piccolo comes in.
Yeah, and the little
and
golden
then
thing on his back.
yeah, and then
I think that's cool considering that the Namekians created the Dragon Balls. I think that's just a cool.
Yeah, I think that's cool too. Like, I have no problem with that. I was just wondering, like, I've always thought that maybe Gohan had some sort of God Ki, considering that he did train with people who were considered gods at that time.
no, that's not what it was. I get what you're saying, but they didn't do the whole God Key thing until Beerus showed up.
True. Okay, so we are done with the manga and we are done with the movie. Let's talk about Star Wars. Let's talk about Obi-Wan.
Hold up, before we get to that,
Shit.
I wanted to talk about one thing. Like, I wanted to hear more of you and Phoenix's perspective on this.
Okay.
Since I'm not in school anymore, I've had more free time, so I've been watching the original Japanese version of
Konnichiwa,
the
motherfucker.
series. I just finished the Red Ribbon Army arc, and I'd have to say from the original material, I said this to y'all on the side, but I think the stretch from the start of Red Ribbon to the right before the fight with Tien in the 22nd tournament is like the weakest version of the weakest part of the story.
I can't really give any opinions on anything from Dragon Ball because it's been years since I've watched Dragon Ball. I need to actually re-up myself on it because it's been years, like I said.
Once a year, man. Rewatch it once a year. It's what I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
See, I don't.
I
I
need
don't
to
have
do
any of
that.
them. I need to find them all and watch. Them. I guess I got it on Crunchyroll now, huh?
I attempt to rewatch the series once a year, but it's harder to do Dragon Ball and Z within 1 year, given what I do. But I at least try to get through Dragon Ball because it's my favorite portion of the series.
Yeah.
The story, I would say, is a little bit more tightly knit in the original stuff. The fights are definitely better, Z onward,
Well,
but
I don't
It depends
know.
how you look at the fight.
I don't know. The Dragon Ball saga with little Goku just wrecking shit on like the Red Ribbon Army is pretty sick. You know.
Yeah,
I
him
didn't-
running roughshod on basically everybody in that part of
Yeah.
the series is really cool to me. Just
Yeah,
because
I
it
agree
makes
with
sense.
that. I liked Ader too.
yeah, I like Ader, but like that whole part with Muscle Tower, and I was watching that whole fight with Murasaki gets dragged out so long. It is 4 episodes in the anime.
Still not as long as a Frieza fight. 5 minutes
Like, I
took
get
43
that.
episodes.
But that covers more chapters in the manga. Murasaki probably doesn't even cover like more than like 2 or 3.
Dude, I remember watching the Frieza saga on Cartoon Network when they did that, and Frieza pulls up his hand and says, "You got like 5 minutes and the planet explodes," and then like 42 episodes later, it finally explodes. I'm like, damn, that's a long ass 5 minutes.
I love the anime fans that try to put real world time to an anime time.
Hey,
Well,
you know what?
I've seen.
Shut the fuck up. He said 5 minutes, asshole. Okay?
The whole,
So,
episode,
5
the whole
minutes.
episode's 22 minutes. Of course, it's not going to be 5 fucking minutes in real life.
No, it's just stuff you have to ignore because, like, okay, I get the fight is happening at like super fast speeds,
Like
but
supersonic
the
shit.
talking, what the fuck? Like, you can't account for the dialogue. They can't be moving their lips that fastly.
Hold on. My argument to that is every individual in DC that runs at super speed, Superman included, can have a conversation running beyond the speed of light with
That is
no
true.
difficulty.
Really?
You can chalk up the Flash to having the Speed Force that protects him. Superman doesn't have the Speed Force, but that fucker will have a full conversation with the Flash while running.
Yeah, because Flash was always like, I'm going to outrun you. He's like, I
or
don't
flying.
think so.
Absolutely. They still do it in DC, and if DC can get away with it, so can Marvel and anime.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Okay.
was really my only thing about that with the 5 minutes that you brought up. I'm like, wait, like I get the fighting takes like can be that quick, but like what's going on with the talking?
They were sending each other text messages.
It's context, bro.
Yeah.
You think they're talking slow, but they're not. They're
All
talking.
So are we done with Dragon Ball now?
Dude, we haven't even been talking for an hour.
No, I know. We're 26 minutes so far.
All I'll say is, since to you, Evan, the Red Ribbon in 20 seconds the weakest, I can see how it is considering the Red Ribbon Army is not a threat, and all of them don't have any clear like evil motivational goals, so it kind of feels pointless in the long run. And you don't see Jiro, which I think kind of would have been better for the setup had we seen Jiro in Dragon Ball, or had he been in Muscle Tower and escaped or something like that. But
Yeah.
considering that,
Dude, that would have been amazing
Yeah, he just shows
foreshadowing.
up.
yeah, just somewhere.
Like, we could have seen his son,
Yeah.
who's 16 was modeled after.
We could have had just a conversation with him and Commander Red, just like video chat call type of thing. It
Yeah.
just would have helped make Red Ribbon feel more important once you get to the Cell and Android saga. But considering that no one in the Red Ribbon Army arc is actually evil, I can see how it's not entertaining.
I would say General Blue is evil.
I would say Tao Pai is evil too until he gets his shit kicked in by Gohan.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Popeye is not really a Red Ribbon Army member. and
Yeah,
he's-
he was a hired assassin because everyone in the army was fucking up, and so Commander Red's like, you know what? I'm just gonna send Tao Pai in
Oh.
because he's gonna get the job done. And then he thinks he kills like all these villains. They need to realize that they need to check the body before they leave.
Well, it's like
that-
it's like from if you remember Team 4-Star when they did the joke about they thought they blew somebody up, and Krillin's like, "We're just gonna stand here. We do that a lot. Are we gonna let them power up like that? Well, we do that a lot too."
Yep, indeed.
I don't know. I just think that and I get that Frieza and Cell and Boo are longer, but it feels like they go by faster. Red Ribbon, when it's not the final part with like Tao and Goku's raid on the base,
Mhm.
the Pirate Cave stuff drags. Muscle Tower, oh my god, that stuff drags.
I can see that.
Yeah. The stuff with I'm skipping the filler too. So the stuff with
I'm hearing Evan
Silver-
hates Dragon Ball is what I'm hearing.
no,
That's what
I'm just
hearing.
saying. I love Dragon Ball.
I'm hearing. Oh my God, it's so bad, man. Where? Give me a
You know
titty to suck on.
You know what I do hate? So the whole time Geekdom's been covering the shit for the movie, he has been saying Magenta's name wrong.
Magenta?
Yeah, he says Magenta like the fucking robot man from Universe 6. I'm like, dude, you not it's like
English
the name
is his second language, buddy.
I get that, but like I literally said that in what I like left. Like I'm like Geekdom, I love you and everything, but you have been saying magenta completely wrong this whole time.
And he's probably like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, he's probably like, shut the fuck up. Like
Look,
you
well, I
probably
texted him
say,
the other day. I texted him the other day and was talking with you and Phoenix and stuff. And he goes, I said, "You remember my editor Phoenix, Braun Strowman?" He goes, "Yeah, I remember that guy." I said, "Do you remember Evan?" He goes, "Who's Evan?" I said, "He's the guy with the black hair who was always hanging around with me." He goes, "Yeah, I remember him." And that's all
oh
he
well,
said.
that makes me feel better.
That's all he said, though. He's like, "I remember him." I was like, "Okay."
Dude, we watched UFC with them.
Yeah, that was the shit, dude.
Wait, so does in the movie, do they say it magenta or magenta?
I would guess because of their dialect, they probably say it that
They probably
way,
say
but
magenta.
Yeah,
But-
and that's my thing is if they say it magenta,
And he's probably
and-
trying to say it like them, so it's right.
yeah, because
but
that's
they say blue just fine in the Japanese.
Blue.
Baru,
Blue. Yeah.
Baru.
Yeah. Like you can tell like I don't know.
Well,
And I've been watching Mr. Fusion like the whole time he's been doing Dragon Ball Dissection, and he doesn't say it like the weeb way. So I'm guessing
that's what
Geekdom's
you-
gonna see the movie. He's gonna see that it's pronounced magenta, like the
I
color
guarantee you, he's already seen the
And he's gonna
movie
be
at
like-
least 3 times.
in Japanese.
I guarantee he's seen it in English too.
It hadn't come out in English.
Do you know that for a fact?
It doesn't
Well,
come out until
it-
the 19th.
it hasn't been released in
It
English. Doesn't mean
hasn't
it's
been
not
released
done.
in English. Doesn't mean it's not done. Doesn't mean he doesn't know people who might give it to him.
You right. I'm just saying that's
I'm not
really
saying
my
that's
only...
true, folks. Do not quote me on that. I am not saying that's fucking true.
Like,
AJ spreading misinformation.
he's lying about Danny, so now
No,
everybody's gonna
fuck
take
me.
this.
Yeah.
Now I'm
They're
gonna
gonna
get
take this
twisted.
stream.
He's gonna text me and be like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?" I'm like, "Bro, I didn't say nothing.
He's like, what? Why don't you just tell people that the anime's coming back? And I said that.
I didn't."
He was
Oh,
telling
did
people.
you see? Did you see the one where he did the video talking about how Toriyama said Gohan should be the strongest and has the most potential, but he's not, and everybody was like, "Gohan's the strongest," and he's like, "No, that's not what was said."
You see, AJ, as Phoenix says,
80%.
they don't know how to they don't know how to read. 2, if they do know how to read, they don't know how to
Dude,
read
I'm
with
gonna
context.
get canceled so hard for this.
I can promise you, this 80% that I keep saying, this 80% has not watched the series in over a decade.
Oh, for sure.
Purely pulls their information from either memory of the Toonami
Or
era,
CBR.
or Team 4-Star.
or CBR, or Team 4-Star.
Yeah.
Because you can go to
Oh, dude.
any social
Oh,
media
dude.
platform
Let's-
and
let's-
have the people talk about it,
Mm.
and you can tell you're like you haven't watched the series
Okay.
or reread the series at
I'm
any
sorry,
point.
Phoenix. I'm gonna have to stop you real quick. I gotta do something real
80%.
quick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Dragon Ball fan or not a Dragon Ball fan, and you say to me that Team 4-Star made Dragon Ball what it is, I am now gonna slap you like a bitch because you're fucking stupid.
They kept
Team
the
4-Star
series.
kept the series in our minds, so we know what was there. But they are not the reason for the resurgence. The resurgence is because of Toriyama and Battle of Gods. So,
Actually, you can thank Toriyama being pissed off at Dragon Ball Evolution.
well, that too. So I don't want to hear anymore
Dragon
from
Ball Evolution.
anybody. I
Thank-
don't want to
thank-
hear from anybody anymore that Team 4-Star put Dragon Ball on the map, because Dragon Ball existed since 1984 or 86.
You can thank You can thank 20th Century Fox and Justin Chatwin and
Well, even
everybody
Justin
else who
Chapman
worked on
has
that.
apologized for it. So is the director.
Really? The
Yeah.
guy who
Yeah.
played Goku
Yeah, they
apologized?
apologized.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, I don't know if y'all know this, but the guy who played Justin Chatwin and the chick who played Bulma, Emmy Rossum,
Yeah.
they fucked on Shameless for like 3 seasons. And I saw
Confirmed
that show-
Goku fucked Bulma. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
Dude, look, okay. We're gonna have this conversation too right now. If y'all don't think Goku hit that shit, y'all crazy.
Who? Bulma?
Bulma, yes.
In what, the movie? Or
No, I'm talking about when he got older, when he came back as a tournament and he was like 5'7" or 5'9", however tall Goku is.
No, he married Chi-Chi right after.
Bruh, he hit Bulma before. He had to.
No.
Yeah, probably during Red Ribbon or 22nd anywhere, or
Yeah, that's
probably
what I'm talking
probably
about.
probably she hit him, to be honest.
Yeah,
if,
she
if it,
probably
hap- if
raped
it
him.
happened,
She
it was not Goku. If Toriyama comes out and says yes before Yamcha, before Vegeta, Goku got there.
Well,
It's
he
all
actually
because Bulma
did. He
probably
actually
raped.
patted her on her hoo-ha.
That's true. He did get
He didn't-
further faster than anyone
He
else.
did not pat. He fucking slapped that shit.
He was playing it like a banjo.
How she didn't wake up from that, I'll never understand.
Yeah, right? Go
smacked it
touch her.
hard.
Go do that to your wife while she's sleeping. I guarantee she'd jump up and cut your ass up and then
She
hit you with a
would.
chunkla.
She'd be my
Yeah,
ass
but
for that.
I completely agree with you, Phoenix. I think what would have made Red Ribbon 100 times better would be like them having a little thing after Goku left the base with like Jiro holding his dead son and vowing revenge, and that would
Yes,
have been
that
like
would have
the
been
perfect
amazing.
foreshadowing.
Oh yeah,
Because then when he shows up with Android 19, they'd be like, we know that fool.
No, they wouldn't have even had to. Goku wouldn't have even had to see him. They would have just been like,
the
"Oh,
audience.
Yeah, the audience would have been like, oh, we know who that is.
Because even though most of us saw Z first, anyone that says you can watch Z without knowing anything about Dragon Ball and understand, I can promise you the Android Saga and the Cell Saga makes way more fucking sense if you watch Dragon Ball. Because even I didn't. I was like, who the fuck is this robot? Why does Zero hate Goku so goddamn bad?
Mm-hmm.
What is this man's beef?
We just thought like before that interview, we just thought Jiro was just like, oh, you ruined the Red Ribbon Army.
He's like, you bitch.
Like, no,
I'll kill you."
Goku, this man killed his son.
This man took my job.
Goku ended his child's life.
Also, props to Jiro for locking down like the human version of Android 21 when he's an old ass man.
Dude, her name is Vami. I don't like that.
Like
think
vomit.
I think it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be.
No,
I think
Vomi.
Vomi.
Vomi, but it's still like a play on vomit.
There's a girl in the girl that chases Tien at his temple in Super. Isn't her name literally like PP or some shit?
It's urine.
It's urine.
see?
Yeah, so urine, yeah. Well,
Vomi is far better than Pepe or
well,
PP.
that's true. Okay. All right, let's
Her
let's
name
move
is
on.
fucking urine.
That shit. Pepe reminds me of what is that? A Kung Pao Enter the Chicken or some
Kung
shit.
Pao, no, Kung
That
Pao,
movie?
where he punches a hole through people,
Where he punches a hole. Yeah, that whole movie. That's just
enter the
a
fist or
straight-
something like that.
Yeah, that's a name I can imagine from Yuden is from a movie like that. That is not.
All right, we're moving on from Dragon Ball now, folks. We've had 37 minutes of Dragon Ball. Let's move on to Star Wars now, and
Oh
before
lord.
before we discuss the last episode, I want to say overall, even before we discuss this last episode, overall, I do believe it was a pretty damn good series. This
I will
first
say-
season, anyway.
I will say, I really enjoyed this show. Basically, I'm a little nostalgia whore. You tickle my nostalgia, you're good with me.
Right?
Yeah, we
But
don't.
like, yeah.
Trust me,
He
we
said,
know.
"Yeah, we know."
We know. We get that
Anyway,
bartender to tickle your nostalgia bone.
all right. But anyway, the one thing in this series that I could not fucking stand was like episode 3, where Obi-Wan calls Kid Leia. Like they're supposed to be like using aliases. Obi-Wan's a goddamn general in the Clone Wars for how many years? And then he makes a stupid ass decision like that.
What do you mean?
What
Where
the
he
fuck?
accidentally calls her Leia?
Yeah.
And how
Um,
often do you just?
I think the way he played
as
it off,
someone
though.
as someone that has served with people that have been in combat, that shit happens way more often than you think.
But,
Really?
Yeah, that it's something. It's something to do with your brain. It's the way things happen.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, like one of the smartest Jedi
yes,
ever lived.
But he also fought against drones, droid army that wanted to kill him with Order 66, and then you had Inquisitors chasing him and stuff. That's PTSD, man.
Yeah, slip of the tongue. I can.
It was. I thought
But-
that was extremely bad writing.
I thought it was extremely bad writing too, except for the way he got out of it.
Oh, her mother's name was
Her
Leia.
mother's name was Leia, and she looked so much like her. Half of me was like, okay, this is bullshit, and the other half of me was like, okay, I can see it because stormtroopers aren't supposed to be the smartest creatures either.
Dude, they literally in that second to last episode were shooting fucking like point blank, and I'm
couldn't
like,
hit
okay,
nothing.
are they embracing the meme that stormtroopers can't aim for shit?
Yes,
I
they
think
are.
they are.
Yes, they are. I do want to talk about Reva, the third sister. I want to talk about the unnecessary racism towards her. And
We talked about that last time.
I know, but I wanna add more to it because okay. Folks, people look at me and think I'm just some dumb redneck, okay? That thinks certain ways and certain things. And I have been raised up in my whole life to treat others as I want to be treated, regardless of color or skin or whatever. That being said, I do believe the atrociousness that these people had towards this black actress was abysmal. You know, especially when Star Wars has all different kind of fucking creatures in it, all different kind of people in it, and the
Yeah,
fact,
you didn't see people going to Jar Jar Binks calling
well,
him.
Jar Jar
like,
Binks was a piece of shit, and I hate him. So fuck
Oh
you.
no! The actor for Jar Jar Binks got a ton of racist things thrown his way when those movies came
Well,
out.
see, I didn't know.
I
about
didn't even
that.
know he was like a different.
I
He
didn't-
wore
I
a
thought
fucking costume though.
They didn't matter.
But
Star
back to the
Wars
Reva
fans-
thing. Back to
Woo.
the Reva thing. The way these people attack this woman for her being in a movie series that has genuine different species, colors, sexes, non-sexes, stuff like that. And then you're gonna be, well, she's black, she's a N-word, and da da da. Why? How in 2022 are we like that? How are we not better? I just don't understand it. And as a person who is a redneck and who is deemed by most people as an idiot, I don't understand why we're dealing with this bullshit of racism now. I mean, what purpose does it benefit if you hold somebody down because of their skin color? It's none. Now, if you want to attack her on her acting and her character, by all means, go for it, because I think she sucked as Reva. I think
the writing was just bad,
I
and
think her motivation was stupid too.
that she was a youngling that survived.
That she hated Darth so much that she became an Inquisitor to serve under him to possibly get under a way to attack him. That's stupid to me.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
I
She
would
wants
never,
revenge.
ever want to be around somebody who tried to kill me unless
She
I'm
want-
going to fucking kill them.
She wants revenge for Vader killing all of her friends.
Yeah,
yet-
her surrogate family.
Yeah, but
yet
that's what I'm saying.
Instead of like just pretending to kind of go with the flow and be evil when she needs to be, this woman is slicing people up in the
Exactly.
middle of the street. That's some insane. That's psychopathic behavior.
Exactly.
And then she was gonna
After
kill a
you
kid
get-
herself.
Yeah, after you get the reasoning behind this, I don't give a shit what anybody say. Her reasoning for wanting to, basically why she became an Inquisitor to get at Vader, after the action she's
It's
done
dumb.
as an Inquisitor, it's dumb as hell, and y'all can't. No one can defend it. It's
It's
bad
dumb
writing.
motivation.
It's like I swear sometimes with the dialogue they choose in this, it's like they wrote the episodes as they went along.
Yeah, that would be like me taking a lightsaber and going and slicing Phoenix in half because he ain't got my video out yet.
Hold your horses, goddammit.
No, but you see what I'm saying? See how stupid that is?
Oh, it absolutely is.
So, I mean, that's my whole point is you want to attack the lady for her character and the character she portrayed and how she acted on screen. So be it. Go for it. But attacking her just because of the color of her skin, do better, people. Do fucking better. All right.
Agreed. Ooh.
So, huh?
AJ's heated.
Well, no, look, bro. I have been told for the last 6 years.
I was gonna say how old he was.
Well, no, for the last 6 years that because of who I support or the way I think, I'm some racist piece of shit. That's not me. I don't hate anybody unless you fuck with me. You do something to piss me off or you do something to hurt my family, then I fucking hate you. Regardless, you could be pink with
Like Reba.
yeah, you could be pink with blue purple polka dots. I don't give a fuck as long as you don't bother me. Sorry.
His family. He'll join the Inquisitors.
But so anyway, what I liked about that
I'm sorry.
last
I'm
episode-
sorry.
No, you're okay. I enjoyed the fuck out of that lightsaber fight.
Yes.
I loved
Let's
the acting.
we're done with all the bullshit. Let's talk about episode 6 now.
I loved so the fight between Vader and Obi-Wan was amazing. I think the best episode was after Obi-Wan cracked Vader's mask,
Yeah.
and then he's
Wait.
like getting all teary-eyed.
Do you know a lot of people had a problem with that scene?
Oh, fuck them. They can suck a dick.
Dude, I thought that was the greatest Star Wars the second greatest Star Wars scene ever made, in my opinion.
What is so wrong with him getting the mask cut open?
No, it's not about him getting the mask open. It's about what Obi-Wan said to Anakin. And
That he
then what
apologized?
Yes, because people
Oh,
were
heaven
mad.
forbid.
People were mad because Obi-Wan said, "I'm sorry, Anakin. I'm sorry." And then they were mad because Anakin/Darth goes, "You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I killed Anakin Skywalker." And people
It's
were like,
literally the shit he says to Luke.
yeah. And I'm
we're
just
not
like,
just mad
people, have
like
y'all
that.
not watched the fucking movies?
Yeah, do people not realize that Obi-Wan through this whole series thought Vader becoming Vader is entirely his
It
fault?
was his fault. And it
He
was
was
not.
Anakin's master. When Qui-Gon died, he put that responsibility on Obi-Wan. He's like, you have to train the boy, make sure he brings balance to the Force. And then Anakin goes and joins the dark side. You're going to think that that's all on Obi-Wan.
And Obi-Wan did think that.
Yeah, no, that's rational. And then the amazing acting from Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen and James Earl Jones during that whole sequence
Yes.
was amazing.
When you would
Anybody-
see Obi-Wan's face and you see the tears in his eyes, I literally felt his pain.
Yeah, because he failed Anakin. Padme's dead. The kids have to be separated, or else Palpatine's gonna find him and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
This man's life is in shambles, and the only thing he has left is like in the
Protecting
comics. And I'm talking about Anakin. Like Obi-Wan knows that Anakin's life is horrible. He's barely alive. He's all mechanical. He's more machine than human. He's serving Palpatine because that's the only person who shows Anakin any semblance of like, yeah,
like love.
but yeah, but it's not. He sees Anakin
it's
as a
as a
servant,
tool.
not as an equal or a brother.
Yeah, he
like
sees
Obi-Wan
him as a
did.
tool to use. Obi-Wan saw him as a
Brother.
best friend, a brother. He loved him.
Yeah, which Anakin didn't need a brother. He needed a father figure.
Well, and
But-
yeah, but they were so close in age, he couldn't really be a father figure.
I get that. No, but the whole thing with the apology, the
I
switching
thought that
between
was fucking great.
yeah, the whole switching between
Hayden's voice.
James Earl Hayden and James's voice
Yes.
was like, and then he's saying, "I'm not your failure, Obi-Wan." Like like he's saying that, but Obi-Wan knows that he's wrong.
Yeah, he knows
because
he's wrong.
he did fail Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I mean, he did fail Anakin, but Anakin also failed himself, which is when he says, you didn't kill Anakin Skywalker, I did. Anakin failed himself by letting himself be seduced by the dark side and believing he could save Padme.
Which clearly he could have, apparently.
Well, maybe.
If he didn't he didn't let Palpatine
No.
manipulate him.
If they'd have just given him the rank of master, or somebody would have just said, like Obi-Wan would have been like, bro, I know you're married. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, I had a vision. My wife is gonna die the way my mom did. Oh, did you know that we have texts? Probably protect your wife that way in the masters. I'll go get them for you. Don't worry. I'll go get them.
Yeah.
And then the last scream at the end that Vader let out after Obi-Wan just leaves him, that was amazing. And that, like, this episode is just so good. Like,
everything with Ewan and Hayden was good. The
Let me
Reva
ask y'all a
stuff's
question.
a little contrived.
Do you think there should be a season 2 of it?
if they're gonna do a season 2, I don't see what else they can do other than Qui-Gon teaching Obi-Wan how to be a Force ghost.
I think they're gonna have to show that.
What I would like from a season 2 is have the series. Don't focus on fucking anyone else but Vader and Obi-Wan. Have Obi-Wan learning, basically Ewan's Obi-Wan becoming the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan.
Yes.
With training with Qui-Gon and all that. And then for those 10 years, you just see Vader go on a fucking tirade across the galaxy.
Just killing everything.
Just because this is I want, because
dude, that's how they could bring Starkiller in from The Force Unleashed.
Because in episode 4,
Fuck Starkiller.
Episode 4, everyone knows Vader, and they're terrified of this man.
Yeah.
Like they don't. But it's like, why? You know, because especially if you hear about the comics, no one knew about him for a long time because it kept it hidden. Like they didn't want
people to see like
just
a,
let
like a
Vader
teenage Luke and
go
Leia
off.
like get in trouble and shit.
Yeah, and
but they're practically teenagers at the start of episode 4.
You can they're like 19. You can have shots of them throughout that second season of like Leia dealing with the rebellion and
learning how to
become
a
going with her
leader,
father to
the Senate
and stuff. You can show scenes like this. You can see Luke kind of questioning his existence, you know, like I'm meant for more than this. I'm not just some simple farmer. But
he
really
can try get better at being a pilot.
Yeah, maybe he starts feeling his force powers and doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, but they just need to have just focus the second season on Vader and Obi-Wan. Vader just dealing with the fact that he lost and he just needs to get over it.
Well,
he's not gonna get over it.
He doesn't. He's not.
He needs to get over
it.
Over things. So he spends just 10 years just murking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like they even mentioned that in the flashback in episode 5 with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Anakin fights to win. He cares nothing about nothing else but winning.
Well, that was his whole downfall in the first place.
Yep. I also like to point out that the statement made by Vader in episode 4, the series does not break that canon.
What statement did he make in episode 4?
Oh, that the last time they met, that
no. He says, "When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master."
Oh yeah.
Out of all that time, even including the Mustafar fight, who walked away from every encounter, including
Obi-Wan.
Mustafar? Right. But when did Anakin truly turn? When did he leave Obi-Wan? When did Anakin leave Obi-Wan?
When he thought he was using Padme to get against him.
Well, but basically when he convinced himself to align with Sidious, when he turned to the dark side, he left Obi-Wan. That statement makes the most sense. Even if you exclude Obi-Wan walks away on Mustafar, not Anakin. So the fight on Mustafar contradicts the statement in episode 4, but him turning to the dark side lines up better with that statement. they could fight once a year and it still hold true because Vader's never walked away from him, or he's never turned from Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan always manages to escape or walk away himself.
True.
But he turned from Obi-Wan when he joined the dark side. But he was a learner because he was still a Padawan when he turned to the dark side.
True.
That's what he's referring to. Everyone just assumed it meant their last fight, but it never says in canon that he was referring to Mustafar.
Okay. So, Star Wars. Okay, what's next? The Boys?
Also,
Yes.
Reva should not have. I don't know why they. I don't know who the hell in the writing team over for Star Wars was like. Reva read the message from Bale, and she immediately realized that was Anakin's kid.
Yeah.
Why?
How did she
Fuck,
know
why
that?
you know that?
Yeah, Bale never says the names.
Yeah,
he
all
just
he says
He
is
says the
kids
boy.
and Owen. But she knew about Owen already though, and she heard the word Owen.
Right. But she's like, she knew Luke was Anakin's kid. That's why she's going to kill him to get vengeance, basically.
Yeah, I
Right.
didn't understand why. Like,
How the hell does she assume that? She doesn't even assume Leia's his kid. She goes,
Yeah.
that's Bale's kid. I just kidnapped Bale's kid.
That's true.
For-
Well, see, one thing I didn't understand is when she's chasing little Luke through the Beggar's Canyon, and he falls and hurts himself, and he goes unconscious, and she pulls out the lightsaber, and she's gonna basically 86 the fool, right?
Yep.
But she doesn't. What? Why did she not? I think I understand why she didn't, but I'm not sure.
She started to see herself in the boy when she was a
it
young
that,
one.
or did she start seeing herself becoming Vader, and she didn't want to do that?
It
She was
seemed like
having PTSD.
it was both. It seemed like both based on what she says to Obi-Wan.
Okay, that's okay. All right, that was my question because I was like, dude, I was thinking when I was watching, I was like, I'm a bad guy. Little Luke's getting 86. I'm sorry. Done. Bye. See ya.
She still
Yeah, but they couldn't do that because with all the characters we know they all survive.
I know that's I mean I knew that's why they didn't kill him, but if that was part of the, you know what I'm saying? If she's supposed to be this inquisitor and she's a badass and stuff like that, she would have just offed him and been like, okay, I'm done. Game
There's a
over.
lot of writing contrivances for this series.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it, but there's a lot of writing issues.
Okay. Now.
I mean, I think everyone just enjoyed the Vader Obi-Wan stuff. Reva was a horrible villain.
Horrible villain. Yes.
That one thing with Obi-Wan looking like an idiot, I was not a fan of that.
If they'd have
But-
dedicated the first episode to kind of explaining who Reva is, not telling us that she got stabbed by Anakin,
Just give kind of like a little
give a
context.
full spin. Episode 1 just dedicated to her. Oh, she was a youngling. She escaped during Order 66. She
Yeah,
got
that-
found by
she
the
would've been-
Inquisitors.
She would have made more sense.
Show a little bit of her story. People might have been more invested in. Okay,
Right.
we can, but it's because she gets introduced. They ask her why she has a beef with Obi-Wan. Never explains that until
Never.
basically the end.
Well,
But she has-
until what, episode
5, and it's not
5,
even
where they're
very,
talking between the door?
and it's not even very good considering Obi-Wan's not even on planet. Which I don't know why they didn't have Ewan just say, "I wasn't there, and I'm sorry, but I wasn't there."
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah, well, how
Hello.
come she doesn't hate Yoda?
Yeah, it was the
how co-
hatred for Yoda.
Well, no, all she hates is
Mace was
Anakin.
there. You know who she should hate? She should hate Mace. Mace went with Anakin, was in the room when Anakin turned.
You can't hate Samuel L. Jackson, bruh. That's Samuel L. Jackson, man.
Mace Windu was the real villain of Anakin's story because he was jealous.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, if you watch Clone Wars, he is kind of hard on him a lot.
He won't.
I don't know if it was much jealousy. Okay, hear me out. I don't know if it was much jealousy as he didn't. I don't think he believed the prophecy as wholeheartedly as Yoda and Obi-Wan.
No, that's fair.
You
Well,
know?
they bring in. Anakin just goes completely against all the rules for the Jedi Order that Mace knew about. I'm not talking about Anakin having a love interest or getting married to Padme and having sex and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Anakin was way too old to be brought in to be trained.
Yeah.
He
And
wears
that's one thing they did point out. They were like, he's too old for training.
Yeah, he he's way too aggressive when he fights, even though the fighting style that Windu uses taps into some of the dark side of the Force. But that's a whole different thing.
Windu is one of those Force users that can use both sides of the Force and is very, very versed in both sides.
That's actually false. He doesn't use the dark side. He is able to counteract and send back the dark side when it's used against him. Whereas most people struggle to like if they use force the dark side on others, unless they're highly trained, they are affected by it. He can straight up reflect it back at them regardless of what it is. It's almost like a weird shield type of thing he can wield.
Yeah,
And in the Clone Wars, Anakin is like this amazing tactician and warrior, and Mace is just like, dude, he wears, I think it's something that Anakin wears, the black robes, which is like Jedi do not wear.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I liked his black robes until he
I
turned
do
into Vader,
too.
and I was like, But
I think it looks cool.
I think those robes were actually trying to tell the audience that he's turning.
Well, obviously.
You know, and people who understand context, because they're sitting there going, "Oh, I know what that means," but the other people are going, "What's that mean? Why is he wearing black?"
I think
But
Mace Windu was a big obstacle for Anakin's
I'll agree with that.
journey as a Jedi.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't say as much
Clone
jealous though as probably just a dickhead.
It was more or less Mace came across as like that father uncle figure or grandfather that you just can't please no matter how much good you do. They refuse to say I'm proud of you.
Sounds like my dad.
So that type of figure that you're like,
Anyway,
I don't really care what you have to say, but just once I'd like you to tell me you're proud of me. Because
right? I just
if you
would love
take
to hear that.
If you take the Clone Wars, Anakin accomplishes a fuck ton.
Dude, he's a badass. He's like one of the best generals they had. He's one of the best fighters they had.
And
He was
Mace
like-
pretty much, Mace pretty much always dismissed him, never really gave him even a thank you or good job. And then when Ahsoka leaves, Anakin's the only one that had faith in her, proved her innocent, and they still
Kicked her out.
straight up in those 3 or 4 episodes, Mace is the one that's pushing to get Ahsoka expelled because he never even gives her the chance to defend herself. And Anakin butts in. He's like, the evidence points to Ahsoka. Oh yeah, because Ahsoka has come across in all the years here that she's a traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed more that like, no, it's Anakin's Padawan. She would totally do some dumbass shit like this. And then he's finally, after he gets proven wrong, basically he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Ahsoka, we misjudged you. No shit.
Yeah.
And you were the one that pushed it.
Dude, I did like, however, was it Mandalorian when she showed back up?
Hell yeah.
I think it was. I did like when she showed up, and I was like, hey, I know who that is. Because I'd watched all the Clone Wars and stuff. Because I hadn't watched the all that animated stuff, but I ended up watching all that. And then the Mandalorian came out, and then she showed up. I was like, I know who she is.
It's good stuff. It actually really is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like that the Clone Wars animated thing actually.
One final thing I'll add before we move off from this.
Yeah, because we got to get to the boys. We're at an hour.
Some people complain that people kind of like praise Filoni for making, like, when Filoni does Star Wars, it feels like Star Wars. And people complain that, oh, Filoni just does what George does. Well, no shit. George created the world. So if you love Star Wars that George did, and Filoni does it the way George would do it, it makes fucking sense that Filoni's going to stick with the way the creator had it in his mind of this is how the world works.
And it's going to make fucking sense that it's going to be badass.
George is a visionary. He just can't write for shit. But George is a visionary. So Filoni takes that visionary from George, and he's able to competently write. You get good Star Wars.
Exactly.
Stop trying to change it from what George saw, and that's what Filoni does. He keeps it the way George saw it.
And that concludes Obi-Wan. Now, folks, we're going to talk about the Amazon Prime series, The Boys.
The Boys.
Episode 6, was it this would do, or was it 5?
This was episode 6, but we didn't even get to talk about it last time, like, at all.
We didn't? Yeah, we did.
I haven't watched that yet.
Phoenix hadn't watched it, so we had to be spoiler-free and not mention the disgusting first scene.
No, he saw that. I thought he saw that. and we talked.
I've seen
about
all of it now.
He's seen it all now, but he didn't at the time
Okay, well,
we streamed last time.
We're not talking about that. We're going to talk about last episode. I don't want to talk about that
Herogasm?
episode. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the one you're talking about at all. If
We were robbed.
If I never watch it again, I'll be happy.
You're gonna go
We
back.
were robbed in Herogasm. They got so close to us seeing Starlight naked, but
Oh, bro. Oh, my God. I wanted to see her naked, too. I was like, oh, yes. Oh, no. Okay.
I mean, they showed everything else. I'm kind of surprised they didn't show her.
Okay. I thought the episode was good, but I don't understand something. Okay. The last battle between Homelander, Butcher, Huey, and
Soldier Boy.
and Soldier Boy. I thought Soldier Boy removed powers. How did Homelander fly away? How did
I
he
thought
have eyes?
he
Shit.
didn't blast Homelander.
Yeah, he didn't blast him. He was charging up to blast him, but
So
he
the
didn't
blast
blast him.
is what takes the powers away, not him touching them or nothing.
No, it's the blast.
Yeah. You saw that with
Wait, did
with
Kimiko get hit by
Kimiko.
the blast, or did she just get touched? I thought she.
No, she got hit.
Yeah, he hit her with the blast.
So so if he would have hit that blast, Homelander would have never went anywhere.
Yes.
That is correct.
And
Although
and-
do you think
it
it would have been different for Homelander because he's like not like normal soups?
I still think it might have. It might, if they want to make it in a sense that I haven't read the comics, but if he survived, maybe it diminishes his strength and speed and all that. Instead of like Homelander being different, keeps him from losing his suit powers, but it just greatly diminishes it.
He's
Which
on
would
their
be
level
great.
now that they can actually stand a chance.
Yeah, because
Which
before that fight, I don't think anybody could have took Homelander.
No. Like Soldier Boy and Butcher were slightly below his overall strength level, just slightly.
yeah,
It took
Butcher has like the same
Soulja
powers
Boy,
except for
and
the
Huey.
flying. Dude, we've
Was it-
seen more of Huey's ass in this show than like any other character.
I'm not happy with it.
He's like, I'm going all out this season.
And
I
then
don't wanna see no
Herogasm
man
was
ass.
just completely tame.
No, but
Like-
what did you think about when Huey sees A Train in there in the Herogasm thing,
Dude, that was a great scene.
Yeah, those handled really well.
and A Train confessed that he was sorry and stuff like that? To me, I was happy that Huey got the satisfaction of the guy being wrong and apologizing, but I also wanted to see Huey beat the fuck out of A Train.
Dude, did you hear like A-Train after Huey punched? He was like, "What did you just do?"
Yeah, I wanted to see Huey demoralize A Train. Like,
We may get that this season, considering, like what A Train was saying. It's like, what did you just do?
yeah.
Dude, they're hyping A-Train up to die this season so
A-Train's
hard.
dead. A Train's dead.
I don't think he is.
No, he died. He took Blue Falcon or Blue
They're
Blue
going to
Hawk.
keep it.
Mushroom,
They're gonna-
whatever the fuck his name is, and
They're gonna
basically
resuscitate him.
ran down the road at full speed, scraping this dude on the ground like he's taking a block of cheese and grating cheese up, bruh.
Nah, they'll bring him back. They'll say
No,
they,
I don't.
they
I don't
found-
think he's dead
back.
yet.
It's meant to look like he died. It's story writing. It's meant to look
No, you
like
know
he
who's gonna
died.
save him? I just
Ash.
thought of this. You know who's gonna save him?
Watch it be Ashley,
Who's Ashley?
the redheaded chick.
No, I
The
want that bitch
redheaded
to
chick who
die.
had the
I want-
Homelander dildo.
I want somebody to put their fist through her heart and feed it to her.
Dude, I've really enjoyed her this season.
I
That's
hate
just
that
because I
bitch.
think she's a freak.
I hate that
I-
bitch.
I love the phrase that Homelander said. Is your brain
Did your brain
getting
get fucked by stupid?
I have decided that I'm going to use that phrase so fucking much.
He's gonna be using that to Facebook and TikTok Dragon Ball
He's
fans.
probably gonna use it to
Everybody.
me one time. Has your brain been fucked by stupid? Yes, Phoenix, it
Everywhere.
has.
Every chance somebody pissing me off. Is your brain getting fucked by stupid?
You can say that to a certain someone we know.
Who?
I'm not gonna say his name on stream.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Got it. was like, I was
Phoenix knows.
I was sitting there going, "Who the fuck is he talking about?" And then I'm like, "Oh, got it."
I'm going to hell.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm gonna change my opinion. I don't think A Train's dead. Okay.
He's definitely gonna die this season.
I
Yeah,
think
no, he's gonna die. He
I
just ain't
think
dead yet.
he's on the verge of dying right now. But I think the person who's gonna find him, and this is gonna be the weirdest thing. I believe MM and Starlight are gonna find him.
Or maybe Noir's gonna find him.
No, Noir.
No,
What happened to Noir? Noir's gone. He
dipped. Yeah, he dipped.
He's out.
Yeah, he took the chip out and he ran because he knows Soldier Boy's coming after his old team, and Noir
Soldier
was
Boy's gonna
on.
fuck everybody up.
Yeah,
I just want Soldier Boy and Noir to come face to face because I want to see how Noir is still functioning after what they showed us like a couple episodes ago. Because that Vietnam flashback they gave us, Noir was fucked up.
well, he has like healing powers.
Yeah.
I just want to see like how he went from that to that. Like I just want to see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
AJ, did you like the Bill Cosby reference in this episode?
I thought it was fucking awesome.
Dude, he makes one hell of a drink
He
though,
makes some strong ass drinks. I was sitting there going, "Oh no, he didn't."
Well, Cosby's a man's man.
Yeah, he's like Cosby was America's dad. I'm sitting there going, "Was."
and then he was like, "Wow, a lot to unpack there."
Yeah, a lot to unpack there. And then he sees a guy with the baby carrier on in front. He goes, "Guys walk around like this?" And Huey goes, "Yeah, dads." And he goes, "Pussies."
Dude, you know what storyline I do not give a fuck about?
I hope Jensen does not get hate for the shit they have him say with Soldier Boy.
Dude, they had the fucking Stormfront be a Nazi and they didn't give her any hate. They were hating on the writers for making their feminist character an actual Nazi.
Yeah, but she
Oh,
was a
heaven forbid.
bitch.
But anyway, I do not give a fuck about Frenchie's storyline this season.
I don't understand what the fuck he is.
He was like some Russian
Like, is he just some
mercenary.
dude that like to get fucked in the ass and beat up and stuff or something? Like, I don't understand Frenchie.
I love Frenchie, dude.
I like him, but I don't understand him.
Apparently, he was just a badass killer.
Yeah,
And
I think he was like
apparently,
some
like, getting it in
mercenary.
the
And he
booty.
owes.
People like to swing both ways sometimes, you know.
No, not any button.
I didn't say
Dude,
you.
I'm not gonna
speaking of-
say anything because I don't want to get
Speaking
canceled.
of swinging, I thought Herogasm was completely tame compared to some of the other stuff in this show.
Dude, especially compared to episode 3?
And the boys, that was episode 1
Oh, okay, episode 1
of this season.
Like, Herogasm was extremely tame considering what they did on that one.
Like, I think the grossest shit was when MM opened that door and he got that fucking
Oh my god, dude! I
gallon
almost
of-
threw up.
that
I
cannonball
died
of
watching.
jizz in his face.
Dude, when he opened that door and it said, I went, oh.
I genuinely laughed out loud for that part.
Dude, I thought it was gross, but I laughed. AJ was probably like, I can relate to the dude who shot that out.
not in a long time.
Bruh, all I know is I was laughing and trying to not throw up at the same time because I was like, that's just disgusting.
No, AJ was more like, "That's gonna be me if it ever happens. It's been so long."
Right?
Oh, God,
That'd be
this
me
bitch
if Jamie even touches me on the leg.
Wait, were we saying that on Twitter?
Yeah. Just,
She don't have to touch him. She just has to make eye contact with this man.
all she's got to do is walk up to my ear and go, hi. And I'll be, But, so, was that the final episode of The Boys, or is there more? Or do you think there's going to be more?
I think there's 2 more episodes of the season, but I think they don't have many more seasons left because
No,
they're
'cause they're gonna have
getting
to
real
end it.
close to kill. They're getting real close to killing Homelander.
Yeah, and who they going to have as the main character? Huey?
Huey's the main character, but he's not like the one they focus on the
But
most. They
that's what
clearly
I'm saying.
focus
They're
on.
going to focus on him after they kill Homelander? Like, yeah, I'm just a regular dude that sometimes takes this green shit and gets the fuck Starlight.
They'll probably have to shift their focus onto Soldier Boy after Homelander.
The Huey's just not gonna wear any more clothes. Just gonna see his ass all the time. AJ.
Yo, Huey's lucky though, bro. He's fucking Starlight, or was.
Yeah, I know.
Was. I don't know if they are anymore. She kind of mad at him now.
I think she gets it though. Like he,
I think when they looked at each other at the end there, you know what I'm talking about, after Soldier Boy blew up the fucking house
yeah.
and everybody's like dead and they kind of like walking out the door and they look at each other. I think she kind of is like, okay, I understand what's going on now.
Dude, were they implying that the two twins were banging each other?
I don't know if that's what they were implying, but I thought for a minute when they were arguing, I thought they were gonna have them kiss. I legit thought that.
I thought
I'm
they
like,
were
what
gonna
the
do some
fuck?
incest type shit on a couch. I was like, this.
I really thought that's where
Well,
it was going because
They are white, AJ. You know what we white people are known for.
Incest.
Yeah. Sitting around counting our money and kissing our cousins.
Oh, that's only Arkansas, bro. We don't
That's
do that
Alabama,
shit in Texas and
Alabama.
Louisiana.
Alabama does that.
Evan lives
Nick's-
the closest to those states.
Evan is in Louisiana.
Nick Saban kisses his cousin.
Shit, Nick Saban could kiss me if I won a championship.
Anyway, is that all on the boys?
No, so you think there's going to be 8 episodes in total for the season, and then there's probably going to be another season?
I think they're gonna have 1 or 2 more seasons after that, and then they're gonna be done.
Because they can't do much more than 2, probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
How many does the first season have?
I think they're all 8. I think the first
hold on,
season had
hold on,
10.
hold on. I can bring it up real quick. I got my phone right here. Give me a
The dog
second.
be losing his mind. I hear him out there.
The boys.
Your
right?
dog.
Yeah, he's losing his
Mine's
mind.
literally
kill it.
sleeping on the bed right now.
Where's the boys at?
On Amazon.
Well, no shit,
Yeah.
Sherlock. I can't find it.
Yeah, season 1 had 8,
Yeah, hold on.
8.
Here it is.
and season 2 had 8. Yeah, so we probably get at least 2 more.
Yeah,
Then
2
maybe-
more 8-episode seasons.
Yeah, 8. Yep.
It depends on how they are in their comic. I don't know anything about the comics, so I don't know.
I
how
don't know
far
about
they
the
are.
comic books, but apparently in the comic books, it's a lot worse. Like the
Isn't it
violence,
always?
the violence and the debauchery is even worse in the comic book, is what I've heard.
Yeah, I only know this, I haven't read the comics, but I know that in the comics, to get Starlight to join the 7, she has to blow Homelander,
Deep.
A-Train, and I think the Deep.
Yeah,
So they just-
she did with the Deep, and then the Deep like sexually assaulted her, and
That was the sexual assault when she walks in and he's got his dick out.
That too, and then he basically
That
makes
was in
it-
the show, but in the comics, she blows 3 of them.
God damn! Somebody check on the writer.
No shit. This dude's having visions about sucking 3 dicks.
Yeah, but I'm really enjoying this show. It's probably my favorite live action superhero show out right now.
I like it. I like the different take on Superman, because he's basically Superman as a fucking psycho.
A child psycho, maybe.
Yeah.
You got some mommy issues.
He got mommy and daddy issues.
Damn, he got a whole bunch of issues.
He got so many issues. They should have just called him Issue
Dude,
Man
I thought-
instead of
I think he's
Homelander.
got.
I thought-
I think he's got split personality too.
Well, he does. Look when he's looking in the mirror.
Yeah,
I think-
yeah.
Hey, sport, we're gonna do this. I'll
Well, at
handle it.
first I
You
thought
just-
that was just like his psyche talking to him, but then he's like, "Haven't I always helped us out?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, this dude's got split personalities."
Yeah, this dude has some issues.
So going
Mommy
back, I
didn't hug
think
him enough.
before, I think the most fucked up scene before the infamous episode 1 of season 3 was when he kidnapped like that shape shifting soup last season. Then he transforms into the Homelander, and he's like, "Oh, I bet you wonder what it's like to suck your own dick."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck? That's when I literally,
That
I'm like,
wasn't-
what the fuck am I
That wasn't
watching?
as bad as him standing on top of a building and jacking off into the street.
No, that was way worse,
Like,
dude.
I was sitting there going, why?
I don't know. Having someone shapeshift to look like you and then going down on you is probably worse than just doing it out in the open.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's probably still not as bad as the episode 1 of this season. I'm sorry. That was
Are you saying episode 1 is far worse than opening the door to Mr. Big Dick? Elephant Dick that we see open the goddamn door in this episode?
Yes.
What
I
they
very
call
much-
him? What they call him? Love
Sauces. Love sauces.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Actually,
MM's like, you keep that love sausage away from me.
yeah.
As soon as he opened the door and I saw the head, I was like, oh, AJ's going to have a ball with this one.
No, I thought that was hilarious. I that didn't bother me as much as episode 1. Okay, have we talked about episode 1?
No, we didn't get to
Okay,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Phoenix
like
didn't see it. We just
Since-
told him that.
since we have all seen it now, we're gonna talk about episode 1 just a little bit.
So basically,
Wait, hold on. I gotta tell y'all something first, folks.
Set the stage, Evan.
Phoenix had not watched this episode, and me and Evan had watched it. And we did the best we could. Well, I did the best I could to explain the episode to him. And Phoenix watched the episode, and this is what Phoenix said about the episode. That's your cue, Phoenix, to see what you're...
Oh, I thought you were going to read it. I told AJ he did not paint the picture enough for what the hell I just watched.
And it's true.
I expected when they told me what happened, and I was like, the boys are already like this. It's going to be insane. And then AJ actually full on details it out for me, and then I watch it, and I'm
And
like,
it wasn't enough.
what the fuck?
It was not enough.
you went, what the fuck am I watching?
There
I
was
did.
there was this one guy. His name was Termite, or what was his name?
Yeah, I'll explain it for you, AJ.
All right, do it, Evan.
All right, so basically, at the start of the season, Huey is working with Victoria Newman, who is the little the congresswoman from last season.
Who happens
Who's
to
the
be
head
a soup
plopper.
and can pop your head.
Yeah, so Butcher and Frenchie and Kimiko are working for them and arresting Soups. Well, Termite was one of these, and Termite is basically like Ant-Man or the Atom. He can shrink down to a small size and do all sorts of shit. Well, Termite was at a gay sex coke party, and he goes into this back room with this
Was
one
it
other dude.
necessarily gay sex? I think everybody was just having sex, all sexes.
I thought it was a gay thing.
There
I'm pretty
was
sure
a
it's an orgy.
there was a bunch of gays
was an
going
orgy?
on, but it was like an orgy. Like there was
Okay, it was a
everybody
co- it was
fucking
a coke-
everybody.
It was a coke orgy. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Termite brings this other dude into this back room. They go snort a few lines, and then the other dude's like, "All right, get me off." He pulls his pants down. Termite shrinks down, hops inside this dude's dick.
Now wait.
and
Now
starts-
wait. They showed the man's actual dick at first, but then when the guy hops into the dick, it's a paper mache dick.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
yeah. We
Yeah.
have a real guy that can shrink and jump in a guy's dick. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Keep
the
going.
termite is inside of this dude's dick, and he's like rubbing the inside of the dicks. Like, yeah, you like that?
And the guy that he's inside is basically getting off to it.
Yeah.
However, Termite snorted cocaine, and cocaine makes Termite sneeze. Well, Evan,
Well, after Termite sneezes, he doesn't have that great control of his power. So once he sneezes, he turns back into his normal size and explodes the dude whose dick he was inside of from the waist down, and this dude is dead. And then Butcher comes in, and then Termite.
that, bro. Just hearing you say that. He explodes this man's dick and bottom half of his body.
Anyway, Butcher comes in with Frenchie and Kimiko, and Termite's like, "Oh, fuck these guys." He tries to shrink down and go inside Frenchie's asshole. Kimiko grabs him, and then Butcher puts him inside a bag of cocaine and
Which
shakes him
kills
up,
him.
and they arrest him.
I thought it
I don't
killed
think-
him. I thought it killed
No.
him at the
No,
end.
no, because he's in this episode.
Yeah, he was in the Herogasm episode.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He jumps out and bumps into MM and gets God knows what on him. Honestly, I don't know what he actually had on him.
And then MM opens the door and he gets shot with a cannon of cum.
That was lube. I think that was lube on him.
He said no, it was Cub too. Oh,
No,
from
I'm talking-
Termite.
Yeah, I'm talking about from Termite. No,
Oh.
the second thing was a fucking metric ton of cum on it.
Did y'all hear what the guy says that's supposed to be off screen that shot it at him? He goes, "Yeah, look it up, brown boy."
Oh, I didn't hear that.
He goes, "Brown bear, look it up, brown bear."
Brown
Yeah,
bear.
he
I
did
was
say
like,
that. He's
oh shit.
I was like, "Oh no!"
lick it up, brown bear. Dude, I love this shit.
Well, you know why I called him a bear? Because that's what they call gay guys. Bears.
Oh,
Those are big, hairy, gay guys.
Yes, they're called bears.
And MM's a big fucking dude.
Yeah, he is a big fucking dude. I didn't like when he put up his dukes and was gonna fight. Who was he gonna fight?
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, he put
Yeah,
up
he's
his
gonna
dukes
fight
like he was gonna
Soldier Boy.
fight Soldier Boy. I'm sitting there going, dude, you're gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, and then Soldier Boy's about to kill him, and then Butcher stops him. He's like, "Nope, no,
No,
you're
not
not
this
killing
one.
him.
Not this one.
Not this one." And then Homelander shows up,
And then they got
Or
to
and
fuck up home.
then they fought.
Let's not
Oh, this
forget,
was also after Starlight walks in on the deep, getting an
Getting
octopus.
fucked by an
puss.
octopus.
He's
Yep.
fucking an octopus.
Dude, that's gotta hurt because those beaks on those fucking octopuses, that's where he's got his dick at, they're made out of stuff that your fingernails are made out of, but they're hard as fuck and they clamp
I
down
think
really
he's-
hard.
I don't. He was fucking like the hole that the ink comes out of. I'm pretty sure.
That's
know.
their mouth / anus / ink hole, bruh.
Damn, dude.
Like, have you ever looked at an octopus? They only have one hole.
I'm not a octopi fetish. I don't watch tentacle
I'm-
porn like you
I'm
do.
not an octopi fetish, but I do know about animals.
Okay.
You fucking bitch.
Also, Soldier Boy having his Thanos moment with MM. When he's like, "You killed my family," he goes, "Which one?"
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that's
That's
gotta burn.
I was like, "God
Dude,
damn."
Thanos stole that from fucking M. Bison
That too.
from the OG Street Fighter movie.
It was just another Tuesday for me.
Yeah, this
God,
was
that
the
man
most
killed-
important. This was the most important day of your life, but to me,
just
it was
another
Tuesday.
That movie may be cheesy, campy, '90s shit, but that man delivered a phenomenal
You
performance.
talking about
as
Raul
Bison.
Julia
Hell yeah,
as M. Bison? Fuck
Yep.
yes.
phenomenal
Badass.
performance.
Yeah. I liked
Could
I
not
like
convince
John
me he
Clem
could
as
kick my
Guy.
ass, but speech wise, that was Bison. But
Yeah, I liked Jean-Claude Van Damme as Guile. Of course,
You would-
having a Belarus guy play an American was kind of weird.
you would think we'd be able to do a Street Fighter movie at this day and age.
Right.
No, that's not something you can translate into live action.
Dude,
it's
I
not
don't
Mortal
know.
Kombat.
That,
I don't know. There's a
no,
lot
Mortal
of
Kombat. All the Mortal Kombat movies so far have sucked ass. All
No,
of
no,
them.
What? I like
whoa.
the first
The
one was
first one.
good.
The very first
90s?
one
yes, the '90s one.
with Liu Kang in them.
Yes,
Okay, that one was probably the best one, but everyone after that has sucked assholes.
Dude,
absolutely.
I think the newest one would have been a lot worse if you took Kano out of that movie.
Yeah.
If they did, I didn't hate.
Oh!
What is his name? Cole or something. I didn't hate the character, but I'm like, we're spending way too much time on
I
it.
do have one more thing I want to ask y'all about. Oh shit! I just went blank. God damn it. Oh,
We have a Tekken movie. We can have a Street Fighter movie.
the new Beavis and Butthead movie. Have y'all watched it?
I
No,
did not
I didn't-
know. I didn't know it
I
was
didn't
out.
grow
I
up
saw
with Beavis
thing
and
on-
Butthead.
It's on Paramount Plus. I spent the 2 hours and 7 minutes the other day and watched it, and I feel more retarded and less smart from watching it.
This man said more retarded.
I am Cornholio.
I mean, it was stupid. It was.
I feel like I have to watch that with my dad because I was Beavis and Butthead. As dumb as the show was, I watched several episodes when I was a kid with
Yeah.
my dad.
Watch it with your dad. All I can tell you is they end up going to space in 1998 and somehow end up on Galveston Beach in the year 2022. I'm not going to tell you what happens because I'll be giving it away.
No, please don't.
But it was the dumbest, yet coolest, yet fucking stupidest movie I've ever watched in my life.
Even dumber than Dragon Ball Evolution?
Look, Dragon Ball Evolution should win an Oscar compared to this movie.
Dumber than the OG Avatar.
Dude, I'd never seen Avatar. Look, I will tell you 3 series of shows I've never seen and I will never watch. 1.
No, not the Last Airbender, the Blue People movie. James
I
Cameron.
know what you're talking about. Okay, 4 now. The Blue People, I will not watch that movie. I will not watch number 2. I think it's fucking stupid. You got a fucking thing coming on your head. You put it to a tree to have sex. Fuck you. That's stupid. Number 2, never seen Harry Potter. Don't want to see Harry Potter. Harry Potter is essentially Star Wars in England.
Suck your lightsabers.
Yeah. Number 3, I've never seen Lord of the Rings, and I don't want to. I don't care.
I'm offended by that one.
I don't care for it. It's dumb.
Please finish your
And number
non-watch-
4, the Avatar, the Airbender bullshit. Stupidest anime
What?
ever. Stupidest
You are
anime
far
ever.
Dude, you need to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I've watched it. It's retarded.
It is better written.
No,
It is easily better written than most anime. I'd say a big chunk of anime. It's up there with One Piece's writing in terms of.
it's not even
Absolute
anime. It was on Nick. It was made in America.
Well, it's still anime.
I don't know. I think all anime comes from Japan.
It's just a style.
Well,
But those 4 things I will never, ever watch.
Okay,
dude,
so-
you need to at least give
yeah,
Avatar.
you have to explain Avatar and Lord of the Rings. I can bypass the other ones, but you have to explain Avatar and Lord of the Rings.
Avatar, I think it's stupid that some little kid can have the power to do all this bullshit and bullshit. Lord of the Rings, bullshit.
That is not a valid answer.
It is a valid answer. I'm gonna
It's-
sit here.
it's not.
I'm gonna sit here and have a war over a fucking ring, and then some little gray little bastard, the ring, my precious, my precious. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense.
The only reason I haven't watched all those movies in a while is because they are insanely fucking long. Like, if you're gonna watch Lord of the Rings, hello?
Yes.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. It went real silent
No,
for a sec.
nobody shut nothing off.
We were listening.
Like, you gotta.
We don't want your fucking opinion. Stop it. Go
You
ahead.
have to make a day out of Lord of the Rings to watch all those movies.
Boy,
Yeah,
I
see,
watch it at work.
I don't have that much
Yeah.
time. I don't have time to sit there and learn about
Phoenix,
Legolas
I can't just sit down and watch
and
that
guys
part.
with the ears.
What do you do in a day-to-day life, AJ, that you can't watch? And
I
I'm not
do-
even asking you to watch the
I do
extended
plenty
version.
of things, brother.
Yeah, okay. I can
can't tell
in
you.
one shift I can watch 2 movies on the extended version.
This man could
that's
probably
what you're
watch
doing
like
instead of
a whole
editing my
phase
fucking
of the-
videos.
This man's like, I could watch a whole phase of the MCU at work.
I absolutely could. I could watch phase 1 and probably phase 2.
Well, see, the MCU though, there's some movies
do you not-
in
do
there
you
that I
like
don't
medieval,
like.
Do you not like medieval fantasy? I think we're way past our talking points at this point.
Oh, we're just talking now. We're an hour.
Yeah.
and 30
Do you not
minutes.
like? Do you not like medieval fantasy? Because that's what Lord of the Rings is.
I like King Arthur and shit.
It's like in the same ballpark.
Huh?
Lord of the Rings is in the same ballpark of what King
How?
Arthur is. It's medieval fantasy.
Okay, first of all, elves don't exist.
Neither do magical
Trolls
fucking
don't
swords.
exist. Magical sword. I understand, but I understand a magical sword doesn't exist
Neither do dragons and wizards, but King Arthur's got both of those.
because he had Merlin, bitch. Merlin.
Gandalf, same fucking thing. They're both wizards.
No.
Yes, they are.
Well, I don't care. I'm never watching it. I will never watch it.
I think Avatar will literally take you like a week to watch.
I've watched Avatar.
It's so good. I don't understand how you won't give it a chance.
I said I've watched it. I've given it a chance.
Did you get through all 3 books?
No, I've watched.
Then you haven't watched it.
I watched probably like the whole first season.
You're still missing 2/3 of the show.
Your season 1 has some lows, but the highs in that season are really good. The Storm is the best episode of that season to me.
I didn't even finish watching Hunter x Hunter because I got to when they were on the level 200 building, and I was like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
No offense, but you can sit through Dragon Ball and you can't sit through Avatar. I'm a gobsmacked.
Bruh, I can sit through Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball...
It's got a weak story. I love the series, but
awesome.
the story is a very weak story.
Oh, I agree. I think the character development in Avatar, like, shits all over Dragon Ball. Like, the only character that comes close to having the development of, like, even Katara, who had the weakest development, I think, in the whole series, is Vegeta.
Yeah. And you didn't even get introduced to Toph yet. Toph's one of the best characters in the series.
I also don't
Dude,
like One
he
Punch
didn't-
Man.
Oh, my God. Did you watch season 1?
Are you sure you've watched anime?
Yes, I've watched anime. I've seen all of. I don't know if it was all of season 1, but where he fought the fish guy, and then he fought that one guy that came from outer space.
Yeah,
and
so he watched season 1.
He punched him one time, and the guy just blew up and disintegrated. I'm sitting there going, "This is bullshit." No,
Not true. Boros takes more than one punch.
no, not when he gets serious consecutive strikes and killing blow and hits him, and then he blows up.
He knocks him out. He doesn't even actually kill him with that punch.
Well, then he
Yeah, he knocks his armor
should've
off.
killed him. If he's supposed to be this all-powerful guy, he should have killed that thing.
As we've all said.
No, but I don't. Look, Harry Potter for me, I'm not ever going to watch it. I don't find it fun. The only way I would probably watch it is to watch Emma, what's her name?
Watson.
Emma Watson turn from a little girl to a young lady and have her big titties sticking out. Other than that, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Bro, she's fucking flat as shit. What you talking about?
Not when she gets older. She's not.
Yes, she
She's not
is.
she's not as big as Lindsay Lohan was portraying her on Saturday Night Live that time, but Emma Watson's fine, so I don't fucking care what y'all say.
I think she's attractive too. You just saying her big titties. I'm like, what is he talking about?
They're bigger than, they're not huge. I'm not saying they're like fucking quadruple E's or some shit, but they were like at least C cups, weren't they?
I don't know. I didn't really get into Harry Potter all that much. I've watched like four of the movies.
I think the thing with the Lord of the Rings that pisses me off the most, besides the fact that I just can't get over the little gray thing running around saying "my precious," but it's incredibly long.
That's what I just said.
And I don't want to sit there and spend fucking 4 hours on one movie trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. I don't care that much. I'm the kind of person when I go.
It's long.
I'm the kind of person that when I go to a movie, if the first 30 minutes you haven't told me exactly what's going on, and there's not some kind of fighting, I'm not gonna like that movie.
So you're someone that needs at least 80%
I need some
action.
No, well, not 80%. I probably need about 50% action, but I need action. I can't just have. Well, we got our elf friends and we walked down the road for 757 days and ended up over here and did this, and I don't care. Kill somebody.
for
There's not a lot
AJ.
of action in
if-
Star Wars either.
If AJ, if they're not
Bullshit.
fighting or fucking in the first 10 minutes, he's out.
Exactly.
No, there's not. There's okay, maybe in
There's-
terms of how you view action. If you consider stormtroopers not hitting the broadside of a barn,
That's action.
Star Wars has several minutes of times where they're just sitting around talking.
But the
Especially the
exposition
prequels.
they talk about, but the exposition they do spout and say helps form the story.
That
it's-
happens in Lord of the Rings too.
And it's not 75 days of it. It's like 10, 15 minutes, and then it's a trap, and then somebody gets shot at.
They don't even spend that long in conversation in Lord of the Rings, and it's all exposition.
Well, I'm not watching it ever.
You have to watch Avatar, or we're just gonna beat your ass at the next
I'm
convention.
not worried about it at all.
You sure?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
positive.
I'm pretty sure I can.
You're
Brock
s-
Lesnar
you
You know
ass.
You're
what? I'll
gonna-
just get
you're
in the room with
sleeping-
y'all, and I'll fucking snore like a chainsaw again.
Nah, your bitch ass is sleeping in the bathroom with the door shut.
I will put a pillow on your head.
this man.
Oh, by the way, folks, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the stream, but your boy did have COVID. Last, what was it, Thursday? Not the one that just passed, but a week ago, the 16th, I think it was. I had to go to the hospital, was feeling chilly, and had no energy, had COVID. All they did was sit me in a fucking emergency room, and I sat there till 2 o'clock in the morning. Didn't get a Tylenol till about 1:30 in the morning. And they sent me home. So I basically stayed at home, and I was in my room for 5 days.
Yeah, it's like a combination of flu and pneumonia.
Yeah. Well, now my lungs are on fire, bro. Like, I can hardly breathe sometimes.
And here we are. We got you exasperating in your animosity towards Avatar.
I just hate it.
Bruh, Zuko is like one of the best written characters in fiction.
Is that one of them fire god things?
He's the one with the scar on his eye.
Oh, the red patch?
Yeah.
Oh, patches his eyeball. His whole left side of his face is burnt off, basically.
But then again, I've never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've never watched any of the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I don't watch scary movies. Not saying that Lord of the Rings or Avatar is scary. I'm just going to movies that I don't watch.
No, I'm not a big horror guy either. I've seen those movies, but I'm not a big horror dude. I don't think it's scary. It's just not my thing.
Y'all have to go back and watch the 80s versions of all those horror movies just because it's insane how corny they were. But people were terrified, especially Freddy.
I'm still
when
fucking
the-
terrified.
No, I mean, the concept is, but if you just watch the movies, Robert Englund nails Freddy, but you're just
I
looking
don't
at it
like them,
"Damn,
man.
this is
I
this
do
is
not like scary
such-
movies.
such an 80s ass movie. And you can tell.
Let me tell you, the first time I ever saw Nightmare on Elm Street is the episode. I think it's Robert Downey Jr. laying in his bed, and Freddy's hand comes through his chest and pulls him
Yep.
into the bed.
Alien style?
Yeah. No, you know how
It's not bad.
how he like goes up and the claws like looking like this, and then
Yeah.
he like pulls him down. I think I was 6 when that movie came out, and I remember seeing that on TV, and I went, nope, never,
I shall never sleep again.
Well, no, look, let me tell you how bad I dislike scary things. Michael Jackson's Thriller, when he turns into a werewolf, scared the fucking shit out of me. To this day, I don't like watching that part of the video.
I'd have to go back and watch the video. I mean, the part at the end with the yellow eyes, that part's kind of
No, that's
actually pretty
one part.
creepy.
That's the creepy part. But I'm talking about the part where he's in the woods and he starts turning into the werewolf, and he's like, "Rah!" And you see his hands like turn into werewolf hands, and his face turn into werewolf face. I was like 3 years old when that came out, and I remember watching, and I was like, "Hell, fucking no!"
I'm gonna have to rewatch that video again.
Look it on YouTube right now. Thriller.
Y'all should look at the photo I just sent y'all.
Where?
I saw it.
In the text, in our text chat,
I'm in the text chat.
like the phone text chat.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, but so
My
anything
thoughts
else?
on your mother. All right, so I guess we're done. I don't have anything else unless you boys have anything else.
We
yeah.
didn't talk about the movie as much as I wanted, but AJ didn't want to talk about spoilers.
Well, because I think we should wait to maybe next stream to talk a little more. Then we'll talk a little bit more about the movie. It'll give more people to watch the movie, whether it be illegally or legally.
When's it coming out in theaters?
August 19th.
August 19th, 2022 in North America.
Naughty.
I mean, there's places all over the place that you can watch it illegally right now, and I haven't done that because I don't
Are they at least subtitled?
No.
I don't know. I don't know because I have not went to them to see. I'm trying to stay a pure Dragon Ball channel without, bootlegging shit.
Right.
Hold on. I gotta read what Ant-Man says. Ant-Man says, when I was a kid, I remember The Bride of Chucky when the dude gets killed because he's tied to the bed. See, I never watched that because, okay, first of all, Chucky was made after a doll they made in the 80s called My Buddy. Okay? I had one of them motherfuckers. And matter of fact, he's still buried in Pineville, Louisiana.
You buried a doll?
I buried it because of Chucky.
I'm just reading this chat now.
From then on, I made a promise I'll never go out like that. Right? But My Buddy was a popular doll. They had one called My Buddy, and they had one called Kid Sister. Anyway, for girls.
Ryland Paxton, this for real hurt my head on how much y'all thought about this. What is he talking about?
That was earlier.
It was
Oh,
when
The
we were talking
Boys?
about the boys.
No, that was when we were talking about Dragon Ball and shit.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. But
I thought that was when he was talking about the boys because we did spend a lot of time on the dick conversation.
no, that came way later. That comment, my head hurting, was about an hour ago.
Oh.
I just remember the commercials for My Buddy and Kid Sisters. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. And then the girl was Kid Sister. And, dude, I remember seeing Chucky and I buried that bitch. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Traumatizing.
In Pineville, do you think it's still there?
Maybe. The house that I lived in is still there. The tree that I planted it under is still there. So,
How
Sounds
deep
like you
did
just
you
take a little
bury
road
it?
trip.
Yeah, bring it up for old times. Yeah.
How deep did I bury it?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Phoenix,
that
I'm
deep. I was
I'm
probably
gonna try
like
to-
6 or 7 years old when it happened.
This dude probably got his like fucking Bob the Builder shovel
They
going
didn't have
out.
Bob the
digging-
Builder back then, you fuck nugget.
Let me finish.
They had
Yes.
Tonka trucks and shit like that.
Sam
He took his little toy shovel. He went out there, did like 4 scoops, put the doll in there.
No, I actually, I believe I went and got my dad's shovel and dug for about an hour.
At 6?
Dude, look, you don't understand. I hated that doll after
If-
I saw it.
if anyone watches the stream in the future, track down where AJ used to live and send him the doll.
And
Yeah,
if you do that, I'm gonna
K5.
fucking kill you.
Don't say that on
I'm
stream.
just kidding.
Someone find that old house of AJ's and
Oh, I'll tell you exactly where it is.
He'll autograph it for you at K5, everybody.
yeah,
Mm,
get it before K5 and he'll autograph.
I'm gonna kill both of y'all, motherfuckers. I'm gonna kill both of y'all.
And as soon as they bring it out, look who we found, AJ. Me and Ava just gonna disappear, gone.
Y'all are gonna stand there and y'all gonna see me just start shaking and on the ground, just in a puddle of piss, just shaking.
Yeah, and then we'll get Juan to bring you a drink he spiked.
Oh my god, let's not. Let's not. Evan, stop. He might watch this, you asshole.
Who? Juan?
No,
I don't give a
the
fuck.
Spike E.
You should get Juan on this eventually.
Dude,
No,
he
we
texted me
should get
today.
one on here. Did I ever send him his fucking video?
I sent it to him.
Oh, okay.
You
well
talking,
then-
you talking about his panel?
yeah.
Or yeah. No, I sent the version I had to him.
Okay.
I
Yours
haven't-
was probably better, so he can have it.
I told him I was going to put it on my channel too, and he was like, "Yeah, do that." I just haven't
Dude,
gotten around to doing it.
I remember when we were just standing on the floor, and Phoenix, Juan has his whole ass laptop out. Phoenix is doing some shit with his phone. I'm like, y'all really uploading this whole ass thing like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Well, we had to have Phoenix run my computer for me.
And it was a good thing I did too.
Yeah.
I knew what I was doing back there.
I wish I would have charged my fucking batteries, bro, because I should have got that whole panel. Because that whole panel was one of my best panels.
First thing you need is to get a better fucking laptop.
Yeah, good luck with that. I got to get monetized first.
Jesus. People should just watch. I put in effort. People need to watch your shit. I put time, money, and effort into your videos.
You do a great job editing my videos.
I don't put money into it, but I make all kinds of dumbass fucking cuts into that shit.
The dancing girls, I was like, this motherfucker.
I'm going to add that somewhere again. I don't know where.
You need to put more of a Super Saiyan Bardock in his videos.
Super Saiyan Bardock. Fuck you.
I'm just gonna Photoshop Super
Hey, you know
Bardock.
what? When Super Saiyan Bardock becomes a thing, y'all can both suck my dick. Okay? Cause I called that shit.
I don't have a camera on. I'm just gonna Photoshop Bardock's head onto every card he summons.
That would be so fucking funny.
Hey, do that to dude. Oh my god, if he does that, I'm gonna shit myself.
Oh well, this is just.
We're just talking. Y'all, do you need to go? Do we need to be done?
No, you good.
I mean,
Yeah, we're
We
okay.
got 8 minutes and we're on 2 hours, so I'm tired. I'm done.
I'm surprised you had
are.
more of a chat this time.
Huh?
We had people like actually talking in the chat this time.
Yeah, you gotta rile up your 2,000 subscribers.
Bro, I don't have 2,000 subscribers. I have
Okay.
1,167.
You need to rile them up to come watch next time.
Yeah, I forgot to put out a little short on the channel to be like, hey, we're about to live stream. I'll do it next time.
Put in there that this is not a very structured. So if these people are coming on a structured stream, it is not structured. But if they
We
just
have
wanna see
talking
some-
points and topics, but
Yeah.
we don't like.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't-
clearly today we didn't stick to them as well as last time.
No.
Well, no, we did, but it was more the things we talked about were quick and to the point. You know, it wasn't when we finally got past what we wanted to talk about. We had more freedom to basically laugh at each other and bullshit.
But if you have to
Yeah.
put in there, be all like, "Oh, my boys will probably start ranting and raving about something." I do it every time.
Well, I had the rant this time.
That's true. 80%, Ant-Man,
And
80%.
can you
Just
believe? Can you
remember that
believe?
for the next stream, 80%, because I guarantee you the next
Oh!
stream we have, that 80% will come up again. It never fails. I spent way too much time looking for this shit.
No shit. I mean, 80% is always 50% wrong. So there's that.
Oh, God. This one I want to say 100%. God, my brain mentally hurts.
All right, folks. That's gonna be the end of this stream. Hey, y'all don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna, sign out and we'll talk. We'll talk for a little bit more. But hold on. All right, folks. That's gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. I'm tired as shit, and my boys have got me some shit to think about. I may go try to watch Avatar, at least season 2, and then again, probably not because fuck it.
You a bitch.
That being said, thank you for watching this stream. Remember what I always tell you: be kind to one another. Peace out, and I love you. And Phoenix 11, y'all got anything to say? Do it.
Okay, bye.
Just remember 80%.